Salutations, crustaceans! I'm Lobster, and today we're going to be checking out two American-made P-basses, one from Fender and the other from Ernie Ball Music Man. Let's do this! Here we have two beautiful examples of American-made P-basses. One being the Ernie Ball Music Man Cutlass, and the other the Fender American Pro 2 Precision Bass. These basses have a lot of similarities, but also some glaring differences. The American Pro 2 bass is looking to build upon a timeless foundation of the original P-bass. I mean, the P-bass is from Fender. And then with the Cutlass, though Music Man did stem from Leo Fender, this bass itself has really nothing to do with Fender in terms of design. The Cutlass is a Music Man take on a classic P-bass, and I think they did very well here. Comparing these two basses, they both have alder bodies, maple necks, and rosewood fretboards, as well as split coil pickups. However, that's pretty much where the similarities end. Both basses do feature their own proprietary bridges, but the Fender's allows for you to string through the body, where the Cutlass only allows you to string through the bridge. Moving up to the pickups, you can see that the Cutlass has extremely large pole pieces to give it a different sound versus your traditional P pickup. Whereas the Fender is using one of their new, V-Mod 2 pickups that features both Alnico 2 and Alnico 5 magnets. Both basses feature a master volume and master tone control, and I'm not sure of the exact value of their capacitors, but they both have very good tone controls. Some glaring differences between the basses. The Music Man Cutlass has 21 frets as opposed to the 20 frets of the Fender. The Music Man also has a wheel truss rod adjustment mechanism over at the heel of the neck, whereas the Fender is using your traditional Allen key. Up at the headstock, Fender is featuring their new lightweight tuners, as opposed to the Cutlass, which is using a more traditional tuner design, and not the lightweight tuners that are featured on the Stingray Special. Around back, you can see that these basses share similar neck heels. This bass features a redesigned neck heel, which gives you a better access to the upper frets. And one other major difference you can see is that the Fender allows for string-through body stringing, whereas the Music Man only allows you to string through the bridge. Now I know you guys are wondering, what do these basses sound like? You guys know what you need to do. Go ahead and pinch that like button so my hand will turn back to normal. Thanks. We'll be playing both of these basses fingerstyle, slap, and with a pick, with the tone at 100%, 50%, as well as all the way down. And both of these basses are strung up with MJC Ironworks nickel-plated stainless steel strings, gauges 45 to 105. Well, let's get started. Now let's turn the tone all the way back up and slap these basses. Finally, let's go ahead and play these basses with a pick. I have a Dunlop felt pick right here. Let's go ahead and see what these basses sound like. So there we have it. We have two great American-made P basses from two big names, Fender and Music Man. In terms of comfort, I found the Cutlass to be more comfortable as it has a more Stingray-ish neck in terms of neck dimensions and feel. The P bass is a bit fatter, so if you want a thicker neck, definitely go for the P bass over the Cutlass. Now, unfortunately, the Cutlass was discontinued a couple years ago, so you really can't find these new anymore, though they do pop up as new old stock. On the used market, however, their prices definitely vary from the mid-thousands to $1,400, $1,500, all the way to $2,500 and above. These are not very common instruments, but they're not super rare either if you keep your eyes peeled. I think they're definitely worth it secondhand if you can get a deal on it. And I also like the feel of this American precision bass as well. I appreciate the stylistic and functional changes that Fender has done to the American P bass here. The Pro 2 adds the redesigned neck heel, which gives you better upper fret access, and you also have the lightweight tuners and nice bridge down here. So this is a much more well-balanced instrument versus its Mexican counterparts. For many, it's hard to justify the big price jump going from a Mexican-made Fender or even a Squier all the way to the American-made Fenders, because often they pretty much looked the same, and functionality-wise, if you had a good playing one, then you had a good bass. However, the changes that Fender made here are able to now differentiate this instrument a bit more from its Mexican counterparts as well as the Squiers. But other than that, I think these are both two excellent basses. Let me know in the comments below which one you thought sounded better. Well, that's it for this video. Thanks for watching, everyone. Be sure to like, subscribe, join our Discord, and leave a comment down below. Let me know what you think about these two beautiful P basses, the Fender American Pro 2, as well as the Ernie Ball Music Man Cutlass. And as always, until we groove again.